Can you guys see this? There's one right here. And, oh, the lighting's kind of weird, but there's one right there. Everyone's always saying to wear like a full face mask when you're grinding and be careful when you're grinding. And I always am careful when I'm grinding, but I usually just wear goggles and like a respirator. And a couple days ago when we were doing the rest repair on the truck, I was just going ham with the grinder and I felt things like hitting my head because we were inside the truck. And it was just like hitting the ceiling, hitting my head. And I came inside and I have like actual burn marks on my head. I learned my lesson. Be safe. Man, Vancouver lately has just been trying to reclaim its name as Raincouver. Like this really hasn't stopped in like 2 weeks. Ooh, good morning. Honestly, I am kind of not sure how you guys are gonna react yet. I haven't posted the video about the motor yet. I'm stoked, and I think that this will be really cool because it's something different for us. I really want to give an LS a try, and I would love to boost this thing and just make it like, you guys don't understand. When I tell you I want to make this thing fast, like I'm not joking. The Civic is like fun and we mess with it, but this thing I just want it to just be fast, like just super fast. And like I don't think there's any other way than with an LS. Like I think I said this in the last video, but if any of you guys know what transmission, a manual transmission will bolt up to this the best, comment and let me know, because I want it to keep it a manual, but I don't want the truck gearing. So I don't want like the NV300 or NV350 or whatever it is that's the truck one. I would prefer to keep it more like a Camaro transmission so that the gearing's like better for going fast. But I don't really know much about them. I'm not sure which transmission will be the best, so let me know if you guys do know. And I think we had a pretty solid consensus that the majority of the comments said to keep this thing, but customize it. So don't put it back stock, but don't completely replace it. So I'll probably just cut it all up and make it look dope. I don't know yet. Just know that there's a lot that's gonna go down really quick with this truck. And like, it might not look the best in thumbnails. It might not be the most attractive thing. Don't miss the videos, because every video you guys miss is gonna be a lot happening. Anyways, floor pans done. Well, not fully done. We still have to do like the whole grind it down, make it look pretty. But we're not there yet. What I want to do today is this stuff. So I want to take the rockers completely off because they are the grossest part. I want to do both rockers and both rear spots. I feel like this is kind of the more important visual stuff. Like this is the stuff you're going to see all the time, but it's not as difficult as getting up and into there and doing all those little grooves, I don't think. Brad added the word rebuild to this list, like just full rebuild. So we're gonna continue with the parts we got from Raybuck auto body parts. I think this one is this side. Yeah. Yo, this is a lot of replacement panel. Like this is dope. I'm so amazed by just like the quality of these products that you can just buy and friggin' bolt right up. I'm thinking for the rocker panels, what might be the absolute best idea, it seems to go right to like the pinch weld. So what I might do is I might cut this pinch weld off and then slide the panel right up to that pinch weld, and then I can literally just bead it, like the weld, across the pinch weld, and then you kind of won't even see it because there's going to be stuff here anyways, but then there won't be like a random line right here if I mess up or like showing. I think that's the best way to go about it. And honestly, I'm probably going to take these off too because this panel comes right up here and I don't want to mess up my front fender. So basically what I'm saying is the truck isn't enough of a skeleton already, so we're just gonna keep tearing it down. It took me till the last bolt to realize this is holding the hood on. What the hell? The hood is mounted to the fender. I thought that this bracket was like just part of what's down here and I could unbolt the fender from it, but no. So all by my lonesome, I have to figure out how I'm gonna get this like 7,000 pound walrus hood off the car. This thing looks ridiculous. What is happening, man? That is what we're after. See how I just went right through there? That's gross. So all of this needs to be replaced. And thankfully, this guy actually comes up really high. I didn't know it came up that high. I literally thought I was just gonna replace it to here. But since I have it, I'm gonna just probably right there, replace the whole thing because this is nasty. I don't know, I'm just gonna wing it, I guess. I'm just gonna cut out what's rusty and then replace it with what I have. I also have a really cool package that's supposed to be arriving today and I've been waiting for it like all morning and I'm super stoked to show you guys when it gets here. I can't really show you guys, but I can give you guys a sneak peek. Okay, so we already hit our first issue. I kind of cut this one based off of looking at this one, and I shouldn't have done that. It's the classic, I always tell you guys, just dive in head first and just do whatever you gotta do. And sometimes you hit something like this where you realize you kind of messed up. First of all, can we just look at how disgusting this is? All this rust literally fell out when I pulled out this hole. Did I open it like this? And all that rust fell. But what happened was I wanted to cut it right at the pinch weld. I'm sure there's probably people already commented that was like, you shouldn't do that. But there's like an extension of the floorboard that comes out, and that's what all these little tack welds are. And if I was paying attention, I would have seen that. All these tack welds are coming out, and then I had drilled a hole right here. If you look up to the bottom, there's a wall here, and that wall is right there. So everything past this is double layered. So what I'm gonna have to do on this side, because I pooched it, is I'm gonna have to go around, weld shut everything I just did, because I don't want to completely destroy it, right? And then I'm gonna do a second cut right around here, and then just weld the panel on there. It sucks, I kind of doubled up the time I'm gonna have to spend on this side, but I'd rather do it this way and do the double time and double work here to make it like proper, I guess, than to have it be like on there, but kind of like this, just loosey-goosey. And right on cue. Ooh. This very well may be one of like the absolute best things that has ever happened in my life. Like I actually can't believe it's real. Like, I can't believe anything that's real right now, man. Like, to be honest, like, we have a LS sitting here. I have this truck that I'm completely rebuilding. The Civic is fully wide-bodied, boosted, motor swapped. Like, just the amount of shit that's going on in here right now is unreal, and it's 100% thanks to you guys. Like, I say that all the time, and you guys are probably like, yeah, whatever, all I do is watch a video. We don't care, just keep going. But, like, without you guys watching and liking and sharing these videos, literally, I would be nowhere. So, like, just never forget when you guys are watching that, just liking it or sharing it or just telling a friend about it really helps me out. It really helps me do what I love and give you guys content that you love. Airlift performance, baby! Going and my weld started getting really shitty, and I was like, dude, what is happening? Like, I'm not a good welder, but I was like, these are terrible. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then I looked, frickin' welder is out of gas. So Emerson's on his way over right now from school, and then when he gets here, we're gonna go get gas. But at least like right here is working. So that gives me confidence that the rest will look okay. Like when I do like the seam here, it's gonna hopefully look perfectly flush and nice and smooth like this. But thankfully that was good that it happened that way. As like a tester, it's gonna look like this. That's why I'm stoked that this is the one that I pooched. And that's why I wanted to do it under there originally, because you would never even know. It is what it is, but at least it'll be kind of hidden under there. We won't even notice the fact that I completely chooched that one. What up?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is what I've been doing. And it's not easy. I'm having lots of trouble right now lining that piece up to where it's gotta go.
Huh?
Yeah. Do you wanna see goodies?
No.
What do you mean no? What do you mean no?
What kind of question was that?
Goodie section number 1. Very nice, goodies.
The whole thing?
Whole thing. That's 1 goodies. This is 2 goodies.
And you got AC lines?
Dude, it's got AC lines, power steering lines, even got a gas pedal. I'm beyond the rest of my truck. Have you seen these? Have you seen this yet?
No, person. Oh yeah.
That's nice, eh? Okay, you got the tank?
Yep.
I miss you being my gate boy. I hate getting out and doing that every time. We barely made it, but we made it. You see what's behind you? Oh. Holy hot boy. Hey, are you only carrying this because it's empty?
Yeah, I ain't carrying it back.
Oh,
A few moments later.
for reference, when I bought this, it works different and every place has a different way it works. But I knew this was my tank when I bought it. I was like, this is my tank. I purchased the tank and I just get it refilled. I did the better way than getting it on the lease. But everybody was like, no, Robbie, don't clean the shit off your tank. You're gonna have to give it back. I got the same tank back. So
Yeah, no, it's your tank. You bought
exactly.
the tank.
I know, but a lot of people didn't believe that. They're like, there's no way. But it's my tank.
No,
now-
you gotta tell them that it's an exchange, not a refill.
I did. No, I did. I told them that like when I bought the tank, I bought the tank. But people were like, no, it doesn't work that way. So, but now when I get home, because we verified that this heavy ass tank is mine, I'm gonna deck it out.
Until they ask for it back. Or until you have to get a new tank, because it doesn't.
Yeah, well, I got 5 years. Yeah, definitely seatbelt the baby this time. All right, this guy is full again. Dude, I should have bought a welding cart while I was there. Really, I hate how this is on the ground. Anyways, Emerson just stuck around for dinner and then he went home. But good news for you guys and good news for me more so than you guys, like, is Emerson only has 15 more days of school left. So now he'll hopefully be back in the videos a bit more often. So the door's on with screwdrivers holding it, so it's not 100% perfect. But I did get it to line up pretty much perfectly right there. So it's latched right now. It's basically sitting the lines basically flat, like that's the way the door will sit. This seems to be lining up nicely. There might be a little bit of Bondo work that's needed to do, just like bring up to where this Bondo is. If you guys, no, the camera doesn't see it, but it's raised right here just a little bit where the old Bondo was. This seems to fit like perfectly. I mainly wanted to make sure the door would open and close. Because if the door is gonna scrape, or like if I had this wrong, you know what I mean? And every time the door opened and closed, it was like on there, then that's not good. But it looks like I'm happy with the way this is. Here's the issue. It bulges in the center. So this putting the door on, really hard, but worth it, because now I know I need to fix something in the center here. So the edges here, they line up very nicely. When you look at the truck like this, you're never gonna see the rocker panel. It's gonna be nice and low. I think we're doing all right. Alright, this turned out exactly how I wanted to. Look at this. So the cab corner itself turned out perfect. I had it perfectly lined up. I welded everything, and then when I sanded it down with the sanding disc, it literally looks just like I was going for. All this is like, it could still use just a tiny bit of a better sand, but it's like perfectly flat. You guys can see that, I think. Obviously we need a Bondo over it just to fill the tiny little holes that some of the welds didn't fill. But essentially, it's solid, it's good. You guys know, I pooched this side. This side is a demo side. It's gonna look worse than that one. This one was, the back piece here was kind of wavy, and that resulted in these kind of going up and down. So this one, I'll probably just Bondo right over the whole thing and try and make it look as pretty as possible. But this is good. This was a good demo side. I don't think I'm gonna do any of the Bondo work yet. I think I'm happy with the fact that it is on there. There's also a couple new things in the garage. I don't know if you guys have seen or noticed them yet, but I don't even have words. Alright, I also quickly just came through here and just used like the wire wheel bit on the drill and just completely cleaned up all the like loose paint, because all this was just like little paint flakes and stuff that needed to come off. So now all that's exposed. This is gonna be its own thing, because I think we're gonna like try and Linex the whole floor, so like that's separate. This side came out super good. I'm so much happier with this side than the other side. This one's so nice, like this whole thing. Super smooth. Dude, this looks so good. This one, it's a little bit weird because like it's in a round and there's no real way to get like a sanding wheel in there, but It cleaned up super nice. It looks good. Like it looks like it fits properly, which is good. And when the door was on, it lined up way better than the other side. So now I want to try something. I was not sure how much of this I've explained to you guys already because like this video's been pretty long. But right here is going to be completely covered by like the seam. But it doesn't mean that there's not going to be moisture and stuff coming through here. So this is taped off because what I want to try and do is run like a bead of seam seal here. And I have the brush on stuff. So I watched a video where basically they take the brush on seam sealer and put it on here and then just kind of rub it in with your finger just to make it like as smooth as you can, then peel the tape off, and you should have a line that's more like this. This is like a factory seam seal. So I'm gonna demo it right here, and if it works there, then, I mean, I'll do it like on all the gaps, major gaps. These ones, this one will be Bondo because I want when you open it to kind of just look like a door jamb. I don't want it to be too noticeable. So if the demo section works on the other side, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back over here and I'm gonna tape off like right here, and then just run like a really nice bead of seam seal across this because like I try to get it pretty solid across in lots of places, but like there's no point in doing a full weld across the whole thing because it's gonna need something on top of it anyways because just the way it's round, there's absolutely no way to get this to be smooth. I've been living in this thing all week, dude. My face hurts so much from this. I don't wanna die when I'm like 30 because I was a dumbass. Put it on and deal with a sore face. All right, let's see what we can make happen here. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on the floor. Now I'm just gonna use this like really thin, narrow one to try not to make as much of a mess as possible. Please work. Please don't just make a sloppy mess. It's already the smoothest seam seal I've ever applied, I can tell you that. Just gonna push it all in. I feel like using this as opposed to a brush too is just like way better for getting in all the cracks. The brush is just kind of surfacing some stuff, whereas this, like I'm pushing it into the cracks. Dude, I did not know we could pull off stuff like that. Man, my seam seal jobs so far have been so compared to this. This is unreal. Actually, you know what? I was gonna go ahead and do like the floorboard also today, but like I said earlier, this is gonna be like just its own project, getting both sides done. So I want to do like a full interior thing. So I think this might be it because like I want it, like I said, I wanted to do the Bondo here. But I have to wait for this stuff to be dry because now I'm just gonna go ahead and mess it up. But I wanted to give myself that like dividing line on how far over I need to go when I'm trying to make this look nice. So I definitely wanted to go ahead and do that first. So I also did the tape thing here. I taped up both sides, and then like this is the most factory looking seam seal job. I'm not one to brag, but like I'm pretty impressed with this. This looks so good. Like this looks exactly like it did when it was factory. Just like a little dimple in there, but some seam seal. And I did along here also. So this one I went around with a glove on my finger and I just kind of like rubbed it all in. But same thing, came all the way across, filled it right up to there, filled right here. These little gaps are what I'm most excited about because I was so worried because it looked so weird at first. So I need to do the floorboards from underneath, and I need to do this spot where I accidentally cut through the other layer from underneath as well, just because doing it on top's fine, but water's still gonna get up into those cracks, so it needs to get done. But that's gonna be pretty much it for today because I don't have a paintbrush to go ahead and start doing the underside. I'm gonna have to go out and get a paintbrush, but tonight, well, tomorrow is Courtney's birthday, so we're all going out for dinner tonight, so I'm gonna go inside, clean up, get a paintbrush, and probably just come back at this later tonight. But like, that's okay. The main part of this, like the moral of this, has been done and it looks unreal. But I have been doing this for a long ass time. Shout out to the subscriber that sent me this hydro flask. That's what I'm gonna call today's video. Huge shout out to Raybuck for making these parts and making it so easy and making them for so many cars, because like there's really no reason why you shouldn't do it this way. I will let the seam seal dry. I will tackle the rest. If you guys stayed, comment line X, because that's the sticker I saw. And let me know that you guys watched this entire video through. I absolutely love you guys. This list, we have all but 2 of those here. How sick is that? We only need 2 more things and the full BRZ build will be somewhere in my garage. So that's all I'm gonna have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace out and stay committed.